Good evening, buenas noches. Welcome, bienvenido. And thank you for joining us this evening. Y gracias por acompañarnos esta noche. My name is Linda Rivera Brat. Mi nombre es Linda Rivera Brat, Director of ENL Bilingual and World Language Programs, Directora de los programas ENL Bilingüe y Idiomas Mundiales. We wanted to let the community know, queríamos informarle a la comunidad, that Spanish access to this presentation will be made available following the Board of Education meeting, que el acceso en español a esta presentación estará disponible después de la reunión de la Junta de Educación. Thank you for your continued support. Gracias por su continuo apoyo. Without further ado, Dana.
Hello, good evening to the board. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to address all of you and the broader school community. We're here tonight with a lot of excitement and a lot of pride. I hope you can tell by our coordination of outfits. Our district is a very special place because we have so many supporters dedicated to making a difference. I have the pleasure of kicking off our presentation tonight. My name is Dana Valencia. I have participated in this initiative seen through the lens of a parent. I am the proud mom of a Middle 6th and 9th grader. I'm going to allow my colleagues here to introduce themselves. I worked with a wonderful team. We're going to introduce ourselves. They'll state their positions as well, and then we're going to jump right into the presentation.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome.
My name is Barbara Kara. I'm the Middletown School District Director of Medical Services, of Health Services. I will continue on for the rest of the presentation, but I'll let everybody else introduce themselves.
My name is Kimel Gill, and I'm 10th grade president.
Hi, I'm Elisa Schreiner. I'm the 2022 cohort principal at the high school.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Lynette Williams, and I am the executive principal here at Middletown High School.
Hi, friends. I'm Jen Kinney. I am a special education teacher and the senior building rep of Middletown High School.
Good evening, Julie Dominguez Post, Assistant Director of Special Education.
Hello, I'm Paul Voigtland. I teach mathematics at Twin Towers.
Next slide, please. All right, thank you. With all aspects of the strategic plan, from its development to this presentation tonight, the district was intentional about incorporating the voices of our different stakeholder groups. Feedback from our stakeholder groups was used to determine the priorities, goals, actions, and resources we will use over the next 5 years. Our plan will ensure employees, board members, and stakeholders are all working towards common goals. It is an effort that will guide fundamental decisions and actions to shape the future of our school district.
Is the slide changing? Okay. So we're going to talk about the process a little bit and what some of these numbers mean. So there were 28 steering team members, and this was composed of scholars, families, parents, community leaders, Board of Education, educators, administrators, and the district leaders, all who served as the stakeholders in this committee. We were led through a series of 10 planning and design sessions. The steering team acted as the decision-making body, inclusive of different backgrounds, roles, and tenures. Our role was to collaborate and deliver action items outlined in the strategic plan. During the creation of the plan, the team was tasked with oversight of the process to ensure it aligned with the needs of the various stakeholders. We had the uncomfortable conversations, we shared special moments, we really felt safe to speak up about our own opinions and provide insight on the objective of the day. And just to be clear, when we met, this was not a 60-minute let's get together and hash this out, but these were all-day events that we were together collaborating, brainstorming, strategizing with a common goal for success. As a parent, it gave me the opportunity to meet a lot of wonderful people that I would have not normally engaged with, and I really enjoyed participating in this initiative with the district.
There were also 23 additional individuals who served on the planning team. The planning team played an important role in engaging stakeholders, communicating the strategic plan, and in giving and receiving feedback that was very critical, not only from the team members, but also from the community. You may have seen us at different events with surveys, and our tech team was really helpful with that, and some QR codes, et cetera, at events. The individuals in this group were divided into teams based on topics, priorities, or interests to engage the community and to reach more stakeholders. This group guided the planning process and made the first line of decisions that will be validated by the steering team.
So, in addition to the school community being represented on the steering, planning, and design committee, we also provided opportunities for everyone's voice in the community to be heard throughout the planning process. We implemented 3 tiers of stakeholder engagement. We utilized surveys for broad data collection. We sent surveys to staff. As was just spoken about, we set up at community events such as concerts and conferences, surveys for the community to take. We also sent surveys to our scholars at all grade levels to hear their voices. We also implemented small group discussions to allow stakeholders to really go more into detail about their thoughts on our district. We held multiple sessions for teachers to attend. We had town halls, Talk About It Tuesdays for the community, and we also created focus groups of scholars at all grade levels to hear their voices more in depth. And finally, we also had one-on-one conversations to really allow the stakeholders to go in depth with what they felt. We had conversations with our colleagues. Superintendent Creedon had open office hours for the community, and we also held one-on-one interviews with our scholars.
From December 2021 through June of 2022, our team used every opportunity we had to assess where we were, hear from the voices of our school community, and collectively determine where we wanted to be in the next 5 years. This final plan is a true reflection of the shared voices and vision.
So our hope here is that the finished product is really something every stakeholder can see themselves represented in the values, the mission, the vision, priorities, and actions. And we really ask the community to hold us accountable over the next 5 years to ensure that our actions really do shape and impact and solidify our legacy. We really want to make sure that we will be progress monitoring throughout the next 5 years to ensure that we are meeting our milestones as identified as part of this plan.
The vision and the mission of the enlarged city school district of Middletown remains the same.
Our vision, the Middletown School District strives to provide financial sound educational opportunities in a safe environment that continues to support our students' population.
Our mission is to enable all students to graduate, to reach their full potential, to become lifelong learners, and to be competitive, productive members of society. And as always, we remain scholar-focused. As we embarked on this mission-critical journey to support our strategic plan, we engaged and leveraged insight from a variety of spaces and stakeholders, including but not limited to focus groups, community engagement opportunities, and surveys. We did this to help inform our core values. The tenets of our core values include collaboration, trust, growth, and equity. These core values will be embedded in every action that we take and every decision that we make for the next 5 years.
I am super excited to have been part of the steering and planning committees to help Middletown School District move towards legacy of excellence. As Middletown legacy makers, our job is to support scholars and each other in discovering and developing our talents and finding ways to contribute positively to our school community and our world. It is important to remember that this plan is just the beginning. The real work begins when we take these words and put them into action to move our district forward and solidify our legacy. Middletown school community, you are legacy makers.
So we'd like to take a moment to review the 5 priorities for each of our actions we will be connected to over the next 5 years. Middletown has always leveraged new ideas and innovative solutions to make a difference. Over the next 5 years, we will launch new strategic initiatives aligned with the goals of each priority. These priorities support the mission and vision of the Middletown and Large City School District, and our values will guide progress toward achieving them. Our priorities support us in promoting access and inclusion to school community.
We are responsive and committed to safety. The plan is to create learning spaces where everyone is safe, educators and staff are aligned, and families and scholars are included in setting those expectations.
We are collaborators. We are committed to instructional alignment. We look to increase instructional support at each campus to create structures for vertical and horizontal alignment across grades, subjects, and departments to positively impact our scholar achievement. And one situation in which you'll see this is the new addition of instructional leaders across all grade levels.
We are amplifiers committed to communication. Plan is to cultivate a culture where families and schools share timely, clear, consistent information in the language of choice and amplified across multiple forums. Communication is the bridge between scholars, families, educators, staff, and our community.
We are all about the people. We are committed to relationships. We dedicate time and space to role model positivity, deepen social connections, and focus on relationship building as we strengthen the well-being of our school community.
We are human-centered and committed to learning experiences. These experiences are designed with equitable and personalized experiences, discovering and affirming our scholars' strength and focusing on our shared humanity. Scholars of all ages contribute to their learning and voice what they need to become more self-determined and active members of our community.
Thank you.
Our plan is our district's guide for the next 5 years. To help our teams implement the strategic plan, we have identified individuals at various levels within the organization who will have leadership roles for each of the priorities.
For each of the priorities on the slide in front of you, you see that there is a manager, an owner, a consultant, helpers, and approvers. Creating this implementation strategy is a way that we will ensure fidelity of implementation, and it ensures that we don't create a one-size-fits-all top-down approach to our improvement over the next several years. We didn't want our stakeholders to have only one voice, one opportunity, to voice their opinion and their along this journey. We thought it was important that they had multiple opportunities to engage with our teams and provide us with feedback on our progress. The implementation strategy also ensures that our initiatives, our actions, and every decision that we make is aligned to the priorities and not created in a silo by one individual leader. Rather, all of the decisions that we will make will be guided by the voices of many. We also have identified a timeline, which is up here on the board in front of you, that includes support so that each of the owners and helpers collect data and ensure that each of the actions that the teams are taking are on track, or if needed, make adjustments. We've also included our community and considered the board in this timeline, knowing that you'll be eager to hear progress updates along the way so that you can contribute to the success of the district's plan. And the work is only just beginning.
So as you heard Superintendent Creedon, we have a strong plan moving forward for our plan, but we also wanted to highlight some things that have already been implemented based upon our discussions in planning for this strategic plan. You'll see a bunch over the next few slides. I'm only going to highlight a couple on each. So for academic growth, I want to highlight that the district is being intentional about the assessments that are given to our scholars, and really we're leveraging the data to drive our instructional programming. Also, there are more professional growth opportunities being offered, such as the PL, the Personalized Learning Fellowship, which I'm a part of, and it's really a year-long professional development where we're creating professional learning communities to help us engage our scholars in more personalized learning. For responsiveness, administrators and student support facilitators are leveraging responsive practices to monitor and increase scholar attendance, so the scholars are in our classrooms where they can do their learning. Also, communication has been improved and is now done over multiple platforms. I can personally speak to being notified of things happening in the district a lot more than in the past. For humanity, time has been designed to connect with scholars. We have reset and refresh days, and also we now have a weekly advisory where adults and staff members and teachers in the buildings can really connect with the scholars. And there has been a creation of 12 social worker positions across the district to work with scholars who may need help from social workers. For growth, the district continues to support employee wellness by utilizing comprehensive benefit programs, wellness events, and by purchasing the Calm app for all staff members to use to help them maybe wind down after a stressful day or get prepared for the day ahead. And for financial responsiveness, really the district is increasing the communication and stakeholder awareness of the budget process, which is always a positive thing. So as you can see, many things have been already implemented, and we look forward to much more happening as we continue to move forward with this plan over the next 5 years.
I just want to take a quick moment to point out where you can locate the plan. It's a double-sided 4-page little booklet, and it has an appropriate resting space right on our landing page of the district website, so you can see the strategic plan there. And that's also where we will put presentations that we make to the Board of Education and highlight some of the progress as we go along. I just also want to take this opportunity to express a sincere amount of gratitude, not only to the folks that are behind me. This is only a small selection of the teams that have worked over the past many months. And you may not realize it or recognize it, but the voices of the community, our educators, our scholars, they were everywhere that we could gain feedback. At a concert, if you saw a survey, you were providing voice to the strategic plan. When we did our culture and climate survey to families last year, that was a part of the plan. Every time you went to an open house event or were in a school and had an opportunity to answer a few questions or provide some feedback to the administrators, that became a part of the plan. So there were really lots of really in-your-face ways that this was, that you knew you were providing voice to the plan, and then there were lots of little more subtle ways where we were gaining input from the community. I think that it's important to recognize that it doesn't matter if you are in Middletown and, for you just joined us yesterday, you've only been here for 6 hours, you've been here for 6 days, or you've been here for 6 months, you had a voice in shaping the final outcome of this plan. And I think that that is a really welcomed way forward for us. I hope that you see this document come to life in many more spaces inside the community, and that we can continue to make you proud for years to come. And I want to thank you very much for giving this small segment of the team the opportunity tonight to share the work that they are so very proud of. So thank you.